नमस्कार. आलेल्या सर्वांचं मनपूर्वक स्वागत. गुड इव्हनिंग टू ऑल. अखिल भारतीय मराठी नाट्य परिषद संगमनेर. Today we are bringing you a veteran Marathi actor. Not Marathi as such. He has worked through Hindi, Kannada, and Marathi theater and film as well. Today we are going to meet him in Reflections. Why reflection? We know reflection is the change of the wave when it strikes down to a boundary which divides two medium. It gets bounced back and again it goes to its own medium. So let's hope so. Today, such sort of reflection we are going to realize, because we know that Bennett quoted once, listen with curiosity, speak with honesty, and act with integrity. The greatest problem with communication is we don't listen to understand. We listen to reply. When we listen with curiosity, we don't listen with the intent to reply. We listen for what is behind the words. So today we'll try to listen because curiosity is with us. So let's unveil a Marathi character. Now many people will think that you are having banner of Akhil Bharatiya Marathi Natya Parishad. It is Marathi. Though it is Marathi, it is Akhil Bharatiya. And this is a simple way that we are branding our Marathi actor to the world. So hope so this journey will reveal too many truths of this veteran actor, Mr. Milind Shinde, that we never come across. Let me introduce another today's host, Medhaji Naik. She worked as a banking professional for last too many years. She's a motivational speaker with a huge experience. She has handled various departments and many profiles under her name, operations, marketings, and too many. She has an excellent connect with the youth also. Hope so this 2-day journey she will bring to a new horizon. So without wasting much time, I request Medhaji that you and Milind and the audience, let's begin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay sir. What I really liked is you proved you're a PhD head of the department and a PhD in physics, because that is the way you explained reflections. Good evening, Milind. A warm welcome to this program. And like me, a lot of people and audience are very curious to know your journey. Because I think it has been more than almost 25 years that you've been in the industry, almost?
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years. So let's begin by asking you, is the acting bug bit you at a very young age? You come from a very non-filmy family, right? So how did the bug bite you?
First of all, before going into the actual conversation, I just want to thank Sanjay to arrange this meeting, and I want to thank you also to like come on the board. So coming to the point, it is like when I was in the fifth standard, like this bug bite me, and I think uh, that's a proclivity towards this acting area, this acting liking this. So I think from the fifth standard, I think it is the acting. I carried acting with myself. So I don't know how it happened later afterwards, but from the fifth standard, I think that. But the only one story behind it is like when I was in fifth standard, the teacher was like asking for the people who is going to act in this so and so play because it's like Bal Bharati book and Marathi medium. So five, six people were segregated from the all of our class. So I thought, why I am not in? Why I am ostracized? Why I am not in the seeded one? So I just because of that, I think uh, being ostracized, I just asked teacher, I want to be in this seeded people. I just want to in this group, and that's
Okay.
how it happened.
Okay. So, in school, you've been taking part in the dramas and plays. Later on in college, there's a very interesting story. As you took admission for your BCom, your father took admission for law, right? That is something
Yeah.
very interesting.
This is very interesting. This is very like showing me the ground also
Mm-hmm.
because my when I was in first year of my BCom, my father took an admission into the law college, and me and him graduated together. I graduated
Mm-hmm.
in the BCom, and he graduated in law. But in the
Okay.
college, there is a fellow called Milind Rasar who
Mm-hmm.
taught me under his tutelage.
Mm-hmm.
Under his tutelage, I like understood the language, the
Mm-hmm.
essence of the language as far as Marathi is concerned. Meda, like
Mm-hmm.
we people from this Ahmednagar is quite a better city, but I came from Beed.
Mm-hmm.
Beed is as far as Marathi language is concerned. If you see, we don't understand this Pramana Bhasha. What you say is like
Mm-hmm.
Banacha na and Nalacha na
Mm-hmm.
and Akshadnya. So it
Mm-hmm.
was Milind Rasal who took me to this journey, and
Okay.
he made me understand that
Mm-hmm.
this is how the one should speak the Marathi language. I think
Mm-hmm.
I grew under his guidance, and I am very thankful to him because as far as you Marathi actor, me being a Marathi actor is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
it's his tutelage made me
Mm-hmm.
little profound.
Okay. So your
And
sorry, continue.
yeah, you want. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. So your father wanted you to prepare for the civil exams, right? MPSC, UPSC, and you were very
Yeah.
rebellious. I remember you telling me you used to read Mayapuri and film magazines, which would make him angry at to no extent.
Yeah, he was like indignant with me. He was enraged with me when I used to read this kind of magazines because he always wanted to me hear BBC London. He always wanted
Mm-hmm.
to read the Times of India. Always
Mm-hmm.
wanted to me read this Indian Express, all
Mm-hmm.
English magazines or English newspaper. Just because he wanted me to update myself, just because the confining myself with this silly things like Mayapuri and the
Okay.
G magazines.
Okay.
So he and there is a little story. I'll take you just 2 minutes of yours.
Please, please.
My grandfather was in Tamasha, the
Okay.
the like folk form of Maharashtra, you
Mm-hmm.
can call it. So he used to play dholki into it.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother also used to sing very well. But
Okay.
just because of my grandfather's approach towards the family,
Mm-hmm.
he ruined everything, and that was a shock for my father. And my father decided that he will not do all these things. He found it very silly. He
Okay.
found it very uninteresting. He found it like it is like something like it ruins your family. So he
Mm-hmm.
wiped it all, and he
Okay.
went to Aurangabad in Marathwada. Now this is Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathi University,
Okay.
Marathwada. He went there, and he was BA English
Okay.
and MA English also. And then he prepared for this MPSC examination. He retired as a deputy commissioner in Maharashtra state government. So he always wanted me to do that because he was MPSC and he wanted me to be his boss, being a UPSC.
Oh.
He used to dream like one day you will come an IAS officer and you'll Ramdas Shinde, you'll do this. Ramdas Shinde, I
Oh.
want you to do this. He dreamt like this thing. But see,
Okay.
what happens with the actor is when you perform, when you sing, when you dance, when you act, when you perform, people come and pat. and they congratulate you, and you flow with it. See, that waft is enough for you. That's just one pat on your back is enough for you, and you take it like that's kick. So you feel that kick, and that kick is very important for the artist. Some go with the kick in very well manner, and some
Mhm.
of like I don't know where they vanish now. Fortunately,
Okay.
I've got a very good people on the very well timed, very well
Mhm.
turned, and very well placed, and very well situation. That's why I could manage to sit before you and talking like this.
Wonderful. So it gives you a different kind of high altogether. The praise, the
Yeah, artists love. Every artist loves this. It's not just me. कि आप अच्छा गाती हो, you sing well, you dance well. That is the linchpin of the every actor's beginning or embarking from his very place to Mumbai.
okay. So after graduation, what really interests me is how did NSD happen?
The man behind the whole story is like the at the helm of the man who was Yashraj Jadhav. He is
Mm-hmm.
the first person to join to NSD, and he was
Okay.
taking works. He was taking workshop in Ahmednagar.
Okay.
Out of just curiosity, I
Mm-hmm.
went and attend that workshop. It was just
Mm-hmm.
like I was just like playing silly things. But after
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 days, I started taking interest into it because I was
Mm-hmm.
in favor of acting. Nobody can teach you acting. It's in
Okay.
your blood because it's a general saying and general understanding about this art. And as
Mm-hmm.
far as acting is concerned, see, you can learn singing, you can learn basari, you can learn everything. You can learn flute, you can learn tabla, you can learn harmonium. But the
Mm-hmm.
general saying and general understanding and general approach about acting is nobody can teach you and you can learn it.
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
is in your blood.
Okay.
So I was following that path. I was following that thread only. So, but
Mm-hmm.
when I heard things, when I watch him teaching about these things, I think
Mm-hmm.
this is something interesting. And when the
Mm-hmm.
workshop was over, he
Mm-hmm.
told me we became friends, and I was his
Okay.
favorite student then. I was his favorite student then. In the beginning,
Okay.
I was a nasty one. In the
Okay.
beginning, I was the nastiest one, I must say. But
Okay.
once the once the workshop was over,
Okay.
he met me and he told
Mm-hmm.
me, rather than wasting time here in this city, you should go to National School of Drama. And I think
Okay.
the man who driven me to the School of Drama is Yeshwant Jadhav. And that's how it happened.
So you prepared for NSD.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us
prepared for
about
it.
your journey in NSD because it's something. It's a very different experience, right?
It is a very different experience
So
because
how did you prepare for the interview? How did you? What is the
yeah,
procedure?
that is something very interesting. I must tell you, and I must like share with you as well. Because the kind of preparation you need for this school of drama school is very
Mm-hmm.
different.
Mm-hmm.
So Mumbai can have many libraries from
Mm-hmm.
Jahangir to like Asiatic.
Mm-hmm.
Pune has their own culture of heavy
Sure.
cultural heritage.
Sure. Sure.
We Ahmednagar people, we don't have this like books, like reference book.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't got anything to get prepared for this. So I went to Pune with my friends. We have got some Appa Balwan Chowk is famous.
Right. Right.
Everybody,
Right.
everybody,
Right.
everybody is like aware of it. Like everything you, as far as the literature is concerned, go to Appa Balwan again, get it, like
You get
get
it.
it from there. So I
Sure.
got it from there. I learned, and it was like gathering things together and
Mm-hmm.
preparing for the school of drama. So
Okay.
that's how I prepared, and I think nobody was there to guide me as far as this Ishraq Jadhav is concerned because he just told me and he went for his like further next year
Okay.
course.
Okay.
So I gathered books, I study on my own, and I don't know, and that's what I have studied.
So your interview was in Bangalore, and it's a very interesting story. Is what all you carried with you?
It's the story is with like my father was told me once
Yeah.
that whatever you have, you should carry with yourself. See, if you play tabla, and if the interviewer is going to ask you that, yeah, if you have tabla, can you play for us? You can say yes. You're going to say yes. Where is tabla then? So you're going to say at my place in Ahmednagar. Do you write for newspapers? Where are the newspapers? Where are those articles? In Ahmednagar at my place? So I don't. My father want me to be accomplished since he was against the whole practice. since he was against the whole practice, since he wanted me to be up to the mark. So from Ahmednagar to Bangalore center of mind, I carried my dholki, my newspaper articles along with me. I went there. And coming to the point, when the interviews were on, of my like colleagues of my like, so everybody is like taking 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Some candidates were taking 1 hour. I thought for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, how I am going to sustain before all these stalwarts, the luminaries of theaters, I must say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they are luminaries because once I started studying about the Hindi theater or English theater or whatever, when I came across these people, there I started understanding this luminary as well. Because in Ahmednagar, there's like Rajanatya Spardha and Ekankika Spardha, I think that is the, for us. That was the whole theater about us. But once I started reading about this whole theater, Indian theater, Marathi theater, world theater, and then I came across all these people, the stalwarts, the luminaries. And the luminaries I studied and heard about and read about, they were all there sitting in the chair. They are 7 people there, and all of them stalwarts. They are luminaries. Oh.
Okay.
And before me, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, my interview got over in 9 minutes.
Is it?
And yeah, it is 9 minutes. And I think they asked few questions to me. They asked me to sing, and they asked me to play the tabla, dholki, which I was carrying with me. And they think, yeah, you can go. So everybody was like amazed with how can this happen that everybody is taking this much of minutes, and why this fellow is out of from that box within 9 minutes only. I think that time one of the like selector asked me to sing, and I sang the song. हाथों की चंद लकीरों का हाथों की, the song from Vidhata film made by Mr. Subhash Ghai.
Can you just
आशिक हूँ तस्वीरों का हाथों
क्या बात है?
की चंद लकीरों का. That's what the song I
बहुत बढ़िया.
sang in the interview. So, but I was very worried and I was petrified, I'm telling you. But in the evening, when the list was there on the board, I was there, mentioned in the list. I was very happy about it. But I am still wondering about this, why 35 minutes for others, why 45 minutes for others, and why I'm done with 9 minutes. But I don't know. I think, but one thing is there. I'm telling for all those aspiring actors and who want to join the School of Drama, you should have your peculiar extra something with yourself. See, acting is not just like delivering dialogues. Acting not just like remembering dialogues. Acting not just like standing on the stage and delivering the scene. There should be something, because as far as drama school is concerned, they want you to have some extra qualities. Since as far as me is concerned, I'm telling, I could play tabla, I could play harmonium, I could sing well. I think that was linchpin of why I have got selected, I think. And everybody has their own linchpins why they have got selected. And my batch was so profound that all of them were very sound actors and very eligible kind of. That's how they got selected.
Okay. So 9 minutes and you were in NSD. Okay.
Yeah,
so how was your stay in NSD for 3 years? It must have been a very different experience. For the first time, probably you were leaving Nagar and staying away from home.
Yeah. I'm telling you, first time I left my home. And that was very disturbing for me, because this homesickness and all these things, they think are there. In the first we have like 6 semesters, like every year have 2 semesters. In the first semesters, like I was like not feeling well, and finally it's like diagnosed like malaria.
Oh.
And malaria needs complete rest. So everybody is like in the school of drama, and I was at the hostel. So since you have days of homesickness and still you're alone in the hostel, it kills you a lot. So I thought that I'm not the right person to get selected in School of Drama. I should leave that. I have wasted a seat.
Mhm.
But one of my teacher, he came to meet me and he told me that Milan, it happens with everybody. It's a story of every candidate. Every now and then it happens with us. So
Okay.
he told me, you'll feel like this only for 2, 3 more days. But I
Mhm.
want you to be here. And that's how I think I have completed my 3 years course of School of Drama. I am graduated from this NSD. Just
Okay.
because of the people behind, they promoted me, they wanted me to be there.
Okay. So NSD, like you said, everything was accessible 24 by 7. You could
Yeah,
get the equipments, you could get the books, library, something very different from the regular educational institutes, right?
yeah, yeah,
Which helped you hone your skills even more.
definitely.
Okay.
Because it's a drama school. And as an actor, you don't need anything apart from your body, apart from just your two hands and two legs and your pipes and your
Mm-hmm.
vocal cords. I think that's enough
Mm-hmm.
for the act, for any actor. And I don't know, in these days, 25 years back, my school, National School of Drama, was all open by 24/7. We
Okay.
can go to school any point of time, in the night, in the late in the night, early in the morning. I think the
Mm-hmm.
school has given such a privilege that
Mm-hmm.
we could like test ourselves. We can try ourselves
Okay.
and we
Okay.
can explore ourselves. I think
Okay.
that's how when I was in the school, I used to go
Mm-hmm.
5:30 in the morning to rehearse for my like the role,
Okay.
the character I was going to play in the very play.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think it is like 24/7 play. Now, in the
Mm-hmm.
morning you get up, somebody is like singing there in the hostel. In the
Mm-hmm.
night, somebody is there, something rehearsing with the dialogue. Early in the morning, somebody is singing with some song. It's all theater around you. So you eat theater, you listen theater, you watch theater, you be with theater, you eat theater, you sleep with the theater, and you rise with the theater early in the morning. And I think that's a
Wonderful.
privilege for any drama school student.
True. True. So once the graduation was done, and I'm sure you must be euphoric getting graduated through NSD. Then was the actual struggle. I wouldn't say it's struggle, but then now what? You've graduated,
Yeah,
you've become an NSD alumni. Then what? So
it feels.
again, right, right. We
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
very
yeah.
interesting story is how you got your first break with Girish Karnad sir.
No, see, being in school of drama for first 2 years,
Mhm.
it's like it's like pleasure. It's pleasure. I must tell you. But when
Okay.
you go into third year, you started becoming isolated. You isolate yourself only. Nobody is like
Okay.
forcing you to get isolated. But
Okay.
suddenly you feel like after a few days, after a few months, you are going to leave this hostel and you are going to face the actual music. There will be no principal to like handle you. There is no to protect you, and you are going to Mumbai. See, it is like every school, like you become a graduate from a college like BA, BCom, and BSc, and they want you to do, they want you to like pursue your what you want to do. It was the same. When I came out, it was purgatory. I'm telling, it was claustrophobic. It is completely claustrophobic because I was not ready to face the Mumbai music,
Okay.
because I was with many diffident things, like I was hiding myself. I was very ill. Uh, I think I was very ill powered to face the Mumbai,
Mhm.
and I think that holding me back to face the Mumbai music. And
Mhm.
I think after like getting graduate from such a big institution, and
Mhm.
you are feeling this, I
Mhm.
think it's not praiseworthy. Something, it is something disastrous.
So what happened then?
Oh, I was in my native place, Ahmednagar, and
Mhm.
I was doing some bank play and some MSCB play by
Okay.
taking workshops and all.
Okay.
And but still, I was not preparing myself. Rather, I'm trying to prepare myself. Rather, I'm
Mhm.
trying to gather myself to
Mhm.
face the Mumbai. But
Okay.
you know, the Tinsel town, it's so ugly sometimes. It's so cruel once you want to face it. See, when you feel Tinsel town is like good for you,
Mhm.
when Tinseltown is going to pay something, you Tinseltown is going to
True.
recognize you.
True.
There
True.
are posters of yours hanging
True.
like hinged on the big screens and big hoardings and all. That is Tinseltown for those people who are getting the roles and getting the work. The Tinsel town is so cruel for all those who are beginners,
Newcomers.
the newcomers, all those beginners, and you never know from where to embark, from where to set sail for this. And I was extremely in turmoil, and it is tempestuous. I couldn't sleep all those nights because it was all tempest going in my mind. And somehow I managed. And I don't know, some way or the other, some possibilities happen, probable possibilities, I must say, for it. Somewhere Malika Prasad Sinha, the lady was there, and it was, she weighed the steering. Whole driving force was completely weird from Tinsel town to some Bangalore.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the point.
Yeah. Right.
And Malika Prasad Sinha. She is my classmate of batchmate of School of Drama.
Okay.
And I am idle sitting in Ahmednagar. She was trying for herself. And Girish Karnad was making a film that time.
Okay.
And he is auditioning people, and he was auditioning people in the Mumbai as well. I never know because I was not in Mumbai.
You were not.
I am just hiding myself, shielding myself. Oh, and she went to Karnad Sahab and showed her photographs, and some of them I was there with her. Karnad Sahab asked her, "Who is this guy?" And I've got the call from my father has got a call from Mr. Karnad Sahab. What is interesting for me is, I'm telling you, the photographs seen by Mr. Karnad, and I have got the call. I am interested in this duct, this unsung story, untold story, I'm telling you. He might have asked Malika Prasad Sinha, I want him, how is he as an actor? And in reply, I don't know what she had said, but she must be came in the affirmative manner. And that affirmation contributed me, and I was there on the board. So I see, no matter how talented actor you are, you need people to promote you. And that's how I got that my first opportunity to work with Mr. Karnad Sahab.
Okay. So people who don't go tom-tomming the fact that they were somebody who introduced Milind Shinde, right? Till today, I don't think anybody has heard about this. I mean, she must have kept such a low profile. So hats off to her. Malika, thank you so much.
That's her greatness. That's her greatness.
That's her greatness.
She's like that only. She never mentioned this guy for your name. And I'm yet to know that what was the conversation went on when they were talking about me like 20 years back. And I'm yet unknown about it. I'm yet unbeknown about it, that what the talk went on. See, the butt matters a lot, I'm telling Meeraji. See, how is Milind Shinde as an actor? And the person who is answering, if he'll say like this, he is good actor, but this but is like killing your career. Is it going to kill your career? I think this but was removed from the whole talk, and that's why I'm on the board of Mr. Girish Karnad's film.
You had a very amazing experience with Karnad sir. I think it was one of the finest experience you had as a newcomer, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us about it?
He is luminary. When he wanted me on board, he himself called my father. See, in the regular course, it doesn't happen. The discourses of narrative of this kind of approach is extremely different. He would have called his PA and some subordinate of his, some assistant director of his. He called that guy Milind Shinde and get him on the board. No, he took initiative on his own, and he called me. He called me father. That time this mobiles, they were there, but they were not affordable to everybody. I couldn't afford. So that time I was having a beeper. People call it pager. So I was in Mumbai. My number was my father's office number.
Okay.
Karnad Sahab called to his number. My father was completely wet. He was shivering. And he texted me on that beeper, the pager. Girish Karnad Sahab wanted to meet you and call him. The very moment I started from Mumbai to Ahmednagar.
Okay.
See, this from the people who are not the native from the Mumbai, they always feel insecure when they are in Mumbai. Every now and then they want to come down, come back to their own city. See, sense of belonging we have never increased, we have never maintained, we have never got that. See, many times I have think out this is Pula Deshpande. He was from Mumbai. Finally, he settled in Pune. Dr. Sriram Lagu, he was having his career in Mumbai. He has got settled in Pune. I think, I don't know what about Mumbai. Mumbai is a place where you can earn, 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 and earn. I don't think the Mumbai is a place to settle. So that's how it happened. I came back to Ahmednagar. From there, I took a train, gathering money from my colleagues, my friends, and I started from Karnataka Express, which starts from Ahmednagar. It starts from Delhi. It had its halt on at Ahmednagar station, and it reached to this Karnataka. I occupied my seat, whatever you say. It was a general compartment. For 18 hours journey, I haven't got up from my place, because I know that in the general compartment, once you are out of your place, there is
You
no
lose
place for
it.
you. You lose it. There is no place for you in the compartment. So for 18 hours, a longer journey, at one stretch, I was sitting at my place, and there was a man who was there on the station, who accompanied me to the Karnataka Sahib, and finally I have got,
Oh,
yeah, he got. See,
he
the
was
great
he was holding a placard with your
play,
name.
he was holding a placard of my name, that's from Girish Karnar for Milind Shinde. So see, great people don't have to pretend anything. They are great people by birth, by behavior. It's in their bulk, it's in their birth, in their blood. So I think the finest man I have met ever is Karnataka. Finest human being I met ever at Karnataka. The finest playwright I have met ever at Karnataka. You can see that from Nagmandal to this Anju Malige, no playwright can compare his stature.
Okay. He took a lot of care about you, right? Whether you had food, whether you had a proper room, whether you slept well.
Yeah, he wanted to me little bulky. He wanted to me
Okay.
little muscular.
Okay.
So it's like something I shouldn't say on this platform. But he asked me, "Do you drink?" So I said, "Sir, yeah, I do."
You have committed it on the social platform.
Yeah. On this platform, this public platform, I shouldn't be like sharing this, because I don't know aspiring
You shared
actor.
it now. You shared it.
Yeah. So he asked me, "Do you drink?" Because you want me to bulky or like muscular,
Muscular.
fastest as I can, like as fast as we can. He asked me, "Do you drink?" I said yes, with very much of hesitation. I'm telling you right now, I'm like saying yes, but it was not the story that time. So I said yes.
Okay.
So what? I said yes. Then see what? He said what? See, he's going to deep. He's digging things. I said, "Sir, whiskey." Oh. Then he said, which brand? Man, I said, sir, the people who are a bachelor from the hostel life, they drink everything. No matter it's whiskey or rum or whatever. Like, see, once the cigarettes are over, you can go to BD.
Okay.
So you can imagine the bachelorette, how they behave. So some I gathered some words. I said like so and so brand. In the night, you're going to have as 1/4 of this and this, and have chicken or non-veg only.
Okay.
So, and in the morning, the fellow will come to teach you how to exercise. I don't know. It's just because of him. I have little broad shoulder, and I think it's because of Karnat Sahib and Dwarki, the fellow used to like supervise the whole exercise session.
Okay. So you owe your shoulders to Karnat.
I owe everything. I owe everything to not the shoulders, because he shouldered. Because he shouldered me.
You. I think Milind, I should come to you and start learning English. It's simply spellbound. You keep me spellbound with the kind of words you use, the way you select them. I don't think anybody has seen this aspect of yours or know that you have such a mastery on this language.
No. I'm still learning.
Okay. So once you were done with Girish Karnad sir's signing amount, that is again a very interesting story. is how you came back to Nagar and what happened.
You have got everything about me. No? I think you should you should like read the whole essay and whole postulation about me.
It is so interesting when you narrate it.
See, he asked me. So this is the story. See, an aspiring actor from such a small village or some such a small district. How can you dictate terms to Mr. Karnat Saab? He said, "This is the role." I said, "Yeah, this is the role." I'm not in the position to say quote anything. That this is your remuneration. I said, "Yes." Is it enough for you? How can you like retaliate? No, how can you come with the response like I don't like this? So I took that, and he told me that you want to meet Malika. See, see the luminaries behave like this only. Their greatness
True.
reached to me every now and then. So he gave me the car, and same car, and I went to Malika's place. I stayed there for one day, and then he booked my ticket for Blue Line bus. I don't know if it is there on the road or not.
That's
Blue
nice.
Line bus is a plane on the road. I'm telling.
Mhm.
Everything is there, from toothpaste to your shaving kit is there.
Mhm.
I was extremely new to this complete horizon, so I kept my sack
Mhm.
like upwards in that like
Mhm.
upper compartment.
Mhm.
All through the journey from Bangalore to Pune, I was just keeping my eye on that my bag because it was containing 60,000.
Okay.
So I was worried about anybody have like anybody can steal it. Anybody can steal it. So, but I don't know about the burglar. I don't know about the thieves. I was behaving like a thief. I was behaving like a burglar.
Okay.
So I think in those 20 years back,
60
a beginner actor, aspiring actor getting 60,000 rupees. It's a big
was a
sum.
big, it's a big
Out of
amount.
this, I took admission to FTII, and rest of money I given to my father.
Okay. So after NSD, why FTI? I mean, what made you want to go to FTI?
I think just I told you in the beginning that I was ready to face the Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
Tinsel town is like petrifying me. It's
Mm-hmm.
scaring me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
extremely frightened,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know exact, but I'm very claustrophobic about Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
Very claustrophobic. I was, and I think I was shielding myself by doing FTI.
Okay. Okay.
I was hiding myself. I was unnecessarily shielding myself in FTI. Some way or the other, I have completed the course, but I was not there with my full heart because
Mm-hmm.
once you have gone through NSD, again you are trying for another institution. But I will not say this like I haven't learned anything from the FTI. I've learned
Mm-hmm.
enough because the completely different medium. No,
Mm-hmm.
this medium is just you being an actor. Your body is your own instrument, and here are the cameras and nagaras and light instruments and editing equipments. Everything is there.
Mm-hmm.
This both institution made me very profound.
Okay.
I was like knowledge kind of since I was in acting profession, but
Mm-hmm.
I know few things about aperture. I know few things about camera. I know things about Nagra. I know things about sound recording.
Mm-hmm.
So any education is always going to contribute you. It is not in vain. It is not going to waste. That's how I got.
So how different was FTI, the culture from NSD? It
Uh,
must have been quite different.
it is different because NSD is something to do with you,
Mm-hmm.
and FTI is something to do with the instrument, the
Mm-hmm.
equipment, the camera.
Mm-hmm.
See, NSD is like 24-hour open, just I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
FTI is like 10 to 9 to 5, like
Government.
once in the government kind of thing. So once instruments are locked in the room, in the
Mm-hmm.
record room, in the storeroom, you're just like on your own only.
Okay.
So if you're studying camera, you need a camera to explore things. No? If you're locking them into the storeroom, I think student it is not going to help them in any ways. But I think that's how everybody learn in this institution because they are very costly one.
Okay.
Keeping them all thing open will not solve the purpose.
Sure.
So you need to be some restrictions of code of conduct, some rubric to follow.
Okay. You also said that it was very mandatory if you were in FTI that going on strike was a part of your curriculum.
No. It's just it's out of fun. I said this, but see, like asking for your own rights, asking for your own say,
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad into it, and this is very democratic value I am telling.
Mhm.
So you're not killing anybody, you're not beating anybody. You're just
Mhm.
asking your right in a very peaceful manner, and that is our democracy all about.
So you were armed with NSD, FTI, completely equipped with so much knowledge. Then what? We were back to square one. What happened then?
See, again, I'm coming to the very point that I was very frightened, I'm scared, I'm petrified, and most of all, above all, I'm claustrophobic.
Mhm.
Uh, I was not ready to face the music of Mumbai.
Mhm.
I was not at all ready to face the music because of my own diffident approach. Because I used to
Mhm.
think that though I have passed out from school of drama, either
Mhm.
I am a capable actor to face the Mumbai. This
Mhm.
pencil town is so cruel.
Mhm.
And the business was more about like fair skin, like good looking guys, good looking ladies, having some like voluptuous figure, having some glass hour figure, and having some bulky and muscular and good looking man. That is all about business. But that time it was that time it was the business. So I used to think that I'm not the man who is going to like merge into the whole business. So and I
Mhm.
used to think on my own, sitting at my room in Ahmednagar at my
Mhm.
father's place, like what I'm going to get in Mumbai is a peon, a security guard, a Ramu domestic help, a
Why did you think
postman.
so?
See the kind of color I have. See, you have this all reservation about yourself. You have all this diffident. You feel very diffident. You see when you're not ready to face anything, you started feeling like this on. So I was also feeling this. But suddenly, cinema changed
Mhm.
from these heroes to a normal man, heroes
Mhm.
to a common man. And I think on the corner somewhere I was waiting for that bus. And
Mhm.
in this field, I'm telling you, getting a right bus at the right time, standing
It's
at the right turn at the right time, that contributes a lot.
it's very important. So I think
And it is
after
it
this,
and it is not just your talent. You
Mhm.
need the people to understand your talent. You need people to understand your talent. You
Okay.
are like enormous, like gigantic actor you are. No, you can like
Mm.
pose yourself.
Mm.
But one should be there to understand you're the gigantic talent.
Mm. So I think the entire universe was conspiring to make you achieve what you wanted. Because again, a very interesting story is when you went to take up a job with ETV, right? I think
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
time you got a call for your first professional play.
yeah. My father wanted to me be like IS officer because he was
Mm-hmm.
like state government officer, and he
Mm-hmm.
always used to tell me, "Ki, still you have age to study as far as
Mm-hmm.
UPSC is concerned."
Mm-hmm.
And we used to have small fights, sometimes big fights, like verbal fights, like it's
Mm-hmm.
all verbal. So finally, I think when I'm not getting any role, any commitment, any assignment as far as acting is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So once I came to the Usha Kiran television, they are
Mm-hmm.
recruiting people, and I
Okay.
went there. And that time I was graduated. I studied with this FTI and NSD and all. I thought I'm like overqualified for this job because I could see that other from the MA theater and MA this and that, and I think I'm overqualified. I went there for an interview. I went
Mm-hmm.
inside the compartment
Mm-hmm.
and they asked me, "What do you do? What you have studied?" I said NSD. They said, "What is it?"
What
I
did you
said, "What
feel?
is it?" Such a insult on your face. It is
Right.
almost like a big slap on your face. I said NSD. They said, "What is it?" So I and then I if this is the story with NSD, then you can imagine what could be if the story with the FTI
FTI.
then. So I haven't mentioned that.
Okay.
And then suddenly they asked me, "We don't know all these things. We want
Okay.
people, and how much salary you are like you're asking for this job?" After thinking so much, like I zeroed, I figured out a thing, I figure out amount. It's like 15,000. Can you pay me? He said, "No, 15,000. We can pay you only 2,500. See, the price of 2 degrees is 2,500. That means two, 125 to each degree. See how useless we are in practical stages. so, and above all, I said yes. Even I was ready to sell my degrees of this cost. But the very moment when the very after like 2 hours, my sister called me and she told me Amrita Subhash has called you and she wanted you to talk Mr. Vaman Kendre. I think this is the point. I think from here a deviation, a veer happened. I like it was complete shift. It was complete jerk. It was complete new to myself. And I think that phone call and afterwards what had happened with me, it's something different. I will share it.
Okay. So I think I have spoken a lot with you. Sanjay sir, I would request you to take over to grill Milind sir a bit, because now all we've been talking about his journey.
No, it's my pleasure to hear all these things. And it is great experience to experience Milind. I think the title is going to be changed. Now it's not remain reflection.
Mhm.
It is going to refract also. It is going to diffract also. So
Yeah.
All the
Let's have-
physics.
let's have a small break. This break, I will show the various faces which are seen by all the people.
Oh, this is some audio visual. Oh.
I think there is some problem to play that.
It seems to be not working, I guess.
Let it be, that is not the point of discussion.
Yeah, we can have it later.
We can have later on also. Let me go to some traditional things. We'll play a game for 3 or 4 questions today and tomorrow also.
Right.
Huh?
I'm there on the screen. Yeah, I'm there.
You are on the screen. Can you see my,
Okay, I can see you. I can see you. I can see Medha also.
and now you can see the my screen also, no?
Yeah, I do.
It's
I do.
It's blank, but
No, I can see Sanjay ji.
No, my
what
screen.
he shared, what you have shared is blank.
No, you just like
Yeah,
swipe
we are
it,
back.
swipe
Now?
left to right.
Now you can see, na?
Now we are back to reflections.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, we're still seeing reflections. That is the poster which is behind you is enlarged here.
only that,
Yeah.
nothing else.
No.
This is the technical,
Glitch.
yeah. But let me play with that. Though it is there. Yeah, now I can think, you can see
Rapid fire round.
rapid fire.
You are going to kill me. You are
No,
going
no,
to
no,
put
no,
me in
no,
such a
no,
situation
not like
now.
that. And keep in mind that actor is signing his own death warrant when he tries to play too safe. And Milind Shinde is not born for this, to play safe, isn't it? So
I'll
let's
try.
have some questions, and with those questions, we'll have some stories behind those questions also. So let's go. Are you ready, Milind?
Yeah, I'm there. I am very curious.
You will not thought of the things.
I have not. I haven't thought of this. Rapid fire. Choose one. I think first is Veena Kumari ji, and then Madhubala ji, and Wahida Rehman.
I know they're all your favorites
Sir.
all the time. So
It is very
choose.
difficult to choose either of them. No. No. Sanjay Darvi sir, don't put me in such a situation.
मिलन जी, हर सीने में एक दिल होता है, हर दिल में एक धड़कन होती है.
This,
अब मुमकिन नहीं हर एक को ताजमहल बनवाना,
but
लेकिन
I am
हर
telling
एक
you, but all of them, either of them, or the three of them are good. But आज फिर जीने की तमन्ना है, आज फिर मरने का
क्या बात है,
इरादा.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
I'll go with this.
So Vahida
And
ji,
again, प्यार किया तो डरना क्या, प्यार किया कोई चोरी नहीं की.
No,
And
you've
again,
lost your chance. You've lost your chance.
so okay, the Vahida ji now won the
yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Do Madhubala is the beauty of millennium from Bollywood, and Meena Kumari, she
Yeah,
gem.
प्यार चीज एक चलते चलते पाकिजा पाकिजा पाकिजा
Pakiza, Kamal Amroi Saab.
कमाल अमर हुई.
Okay, so we'll go to the next. Now I think this will be more difficult.
I know this answer.
ओए 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 अरे 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 नहीं नहीं. But here I have little like comfortable here compared to the earliest question. Since Om Puri Saab is no more, Nasiruddin Shah.
Why Naseeruddin Shah?
He was my teacher, and whatever I do in these days, just because of his capsule, what I have got.
Milan, I think some stories left behind in NSD.
There are stories. There are stories. He was third year. In the third year, he used to come to teach us. He came twice or thrice when I was in third year, and I think the whole NSD at one side and Nasir Saab's class is of one side. And whatever I know about acting, it's just because of him, and that's why I owe him a lot. And he's I'm his proshige, and he's my mentor in a way.
But
Sanjay sir, I would like to just add in a bit, which Milind has not stated, is there is a tape of Naseeruddin Shah sir, and he has praised Milind to the sky. Milind, I think you need to tell us that story.
Yeah. There was an interview session in Ahmednagar, and it was arranged by a big family in Ahmednagar, the industrialist. And some way, I don't know, they managed audio clip of Mr. Shah Saab. And what I heard is, I don't know, right now it's in the mobile, but he said few good words about me. See, such a good words coming from such a stalwart, such luminary, is always very close to your heart.
But I think Om Puri Saab has got too many opportunities in Hollywood rather than Nasir Saab.
Comparatively.
What might be the reason?
I think it looks. See, there is a story. Everybody knows about it. Nasir Saab was very profound in English. He's like, he's master in English. And Om Puri Saab learned English from him. And he was working in Hollywood with English film. And Nasir Saab, like, he has also acted in, but he acted more in English films. Om Puri Saab. This happens.
So we hope that this Bhaichara will remain as it is, though some controversies are going right now.
There are.
Between this trio, one is not there, but still two are there, and they are masters.
Yeah.
So from this platform, we'll request them, we pray to them rather, that go with those golden eras, with those Bhaichara, and the picture should not come like in a different way, whatever we are seeing. So Jai Hind and Vande Mataram should go hand in hand, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very true. Very true.
Ay, Shapa.
No, I know though Karnad Saab has given,
Ratan Dhyam. He is a stalwart. He is a real theatre person, I must say. But since I have worked with Mr. Girish Karnad Saab, so I will vote on his side. It is quite easy for me. But as far as Ratan Dhyam is concerned, he has done only theatre and he has done only pure theatre. Since this point of this second, he is doing theatre only. We have this, we are prostituting for films and all, serials and all. But Karnad, Ratan Dhyam, is doing pure theatre. pure theatre, and there are very few people you can count on them. But there are very few people they are doing very pure theatre, and one of them, and top of them, like top of the list, leading the list is Ratan Diams.
There is some story also, no? You had done some other language films also.
Yeah, I have done a
And
Kannada film with.
you are not familiar with those languages.
I was not
But
familiar
how
with the language.
you going for the shoot and the
Yeah, there was a
dialect?
Karnat Saab appointed a fellow called Savan, and he used to teach me whatever dialogues are there in the film, Kannada dialogue. So Samant was a Marathi guy. He was multilingual. He used to understand Marathi as well as Kannada. He taught me this, and I think that helped me. Still, I remember few lines and few words of Kannada. And Karnat Saab, he's such a luminary, I must say. He's great. He's stalwart.
So he treated
He's
you like a star.
unmatchable, uncomparable.
That's very nice.
Mm.
Okay, let's go for next.
Oh, I don't know what is it now. Huh? Huh?
This is a good one.
What is it? One is
This is about regarding your profession. Will you go with brain, head, or by heart? In profession, I'm asking.
very interesting question, Sanjay ji. I'll go with the heart
But look, that
because
heart.
the brain is something to do with the mathematics. Heart is something to do with the emotions, and acting is all about this. Art is all about emotions. So I will prefer to go with the heart.
But look, that heart.
Yeah,
It is not pure.
Yeah, it is not. But
Some
since
stickings are there.
since heart is heart.
So let me take you to that picture again. Is there any wound there on your heart?
Yeah,
Any scar
I don't know.
mark?
I don't know in context what context you're asking this question me. As far as love affairs are concerned, as far what do you want to hear from?
Sanjay sir, I think you need to rephrase your question is, are there wounds on your heart? It's not just one.
Turn is yours. So I'm not going to explain in what sense you should take it.
There. See, I'll say in the general approach, like there are.
But apart from this, while choosing your films or dramas or series,
Yeah.
I think there might be, or must be a dilemma in between these two.
No. It's always from the heart.
From the heart.
Yeah,
So-
always from the heart. Always from the heart.
Everything.
Sometimes when I like the film from my heart, I never charge about that film.
Oh, that's
Out
nice.
of like many of films are there. Once I like the story, once I like the direction, I told them, no matter how much money you are going to pay me, I'm going to do this film.
But whatever you are doing, that is with the second picture also. Isn't it? So-
I don't know how you are. Like,
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we experienced you.
Gadya Padya. Oh.
Many people, I think, audience don't know. Let's you choose first, prose or poetry.
I like poetry
Reason.
because many things you can depict in few words. I think that's a miracle. That is something very special. Because rather than writing like 500-page novel, if we can contain the whole thing in like 10 lines, I think that's something great. It needs a super power. It needs a super talent to jot down the poetry.
Medaji, Milind is also a very good writer. He has written every form of literature, and he's also a good poet also. And he is fond of books.
Yeah.
Besides him, also there are too many books are with him, and he always carries good books with him. So while traveling, also he never keep mum. He always with the books only, and he learned from those books, not from Marathi literature. I think Hindi, English also, and you must not be knowing that he's fond of many writers and poets.
Hmm.
Let's quote me one, and he's very close to his heart also. Bhavani Prasad Mishra ji.
Aye, Bhavani Prasad.
So
I like his poetry.
before going to the next slide, we'll continue with this prose or poetry tomorrow also. But few lines of
Yeah.
Bhavani Prasad ji for the audience.
Yeah, Bhavani Prasad Mishra, I'm very fond of him when I was studying in School of Drama. I used to read every form of whether it's like Hindi, English, or whatever. And once I came across to his poetry, Ji Haan Huzur Main Geet Bechta Hoon. And the title of this poetry is Geet Farosh. And he wrote this poetry in the emergency, like I do, when like emergency was imposed. जी हाँ हुजूर मैं गीत बेचता हूँ मैं नए पुराने सभी तरह के गीत बेचता हूँ. This was the title. This was the first line of that poetry. And I really like. I used to recite this poem when I was in School of Drama. Few years back, I used to uh, like recite this in the company of close people, like intimate gatherings also.
But tomorrow we'll like to have the complete one,
Let me. I have to search for it.
please.
Yeah, I'll
Now
search for it.
we'll go for another one. Choose one.
I. There is nobody. This is one only.
I know there are so many choice.
You want me to choose the size of photographs? She is only one. She is a cornerstone.
Few words about her because I missed my
Ah,
bus.
yeah. You know, my father was extremely a government servant, and my mother was film crazy. She used to go watch a film too with her friend, and I think some genes drifted down to me, and I think it's she that I'm in this field right now.
Okay, so I think the legend seeks to explain what cannot be explained, and Milinji is trying to explain what the general people cannot be explained. So with this note, today we'll have a break here. But before going to break, we'll again try for one AV.
Audio visual, yeah.
No,
No, it's not working, I guess.
unfortunately, it is not working. So let's hope so. Till tomorrow, again we'll meet. There are too many stories left behind. There are too many questions which are unanswered. Tomorrow we'll go with some experiences which will inspire and ignite young minds also, how to come to these various platforms as being amateur, because there is always a crisis between an amateur artist and a learned artist. And Milind has experienced that. Because many a times what happens, amateur is paid much more than the learned one. And sometimes they becomes a subject of fun also. But what is the difference between the amateur artist and a learned artist in different way, in a special form? That also we are going to discuss. There are too many things left behind. We didn't came to the Bollywood also. There are too many stories with Chichi, Amitabh ji, and too many peoples. So with this note, today we'll stop here, and tomorrow at the same time, same place at 7 we'll meet. So before going to that, Milinji, I'll request you that people will not go like this. Tamde Baba, and we'll sum up with Tamde Baba.
There was a serial called Tu Tite Me. I used to play the character of Dada Holkar, and my guru was Tamde Baba. So, since I am a disciple of him, and so I have to pay some respect to him. So, eulogy Kali, I have the other word is to sing like this. Tumhari charan mein तांबड़े बाबा मेरे बाबा तांबड़े बाबा नैन तुम्हारे दर्पण मेरा चरण तुम्हारे मन अर्पण मेरा अब तो दर्शन दे दो बाबा अब तो दर्शन दे दो बाबा दे दो बाबा.
क्या बात है.
So thank you. all
Thank
of
you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much.
Sanjay sir, Milind sir. Thank you so much.
Good night to everybody.
Good night.
Meet you tomorrow at 7.
Yes.
Good night.
Thank you very much.